Alrighty, this is our 91.6cc Perla Barb Chainsaw, and we're replacing the ignition coil. I'm going to show you how to do that. Start by taking the rear cover off. And yes, you gotta take all this off just to get the spark plug lead. So we should have a couple of screws inside the top cover. Spark plug lead. Remove that. Revealing the cylinder head and the spark plug. Good opportunity here once again to check your spark plug. So a little bit of cleanup should be alright. Now, the recoil. Out comes the recoil. What we'll do is we'll crack these bolts loose. Try and get this plug off. There's normally like a little button on them that you gotta sort of press in. They should slide off, sometimes it's easier to actually slide this rubber boot back. There we go. And sort of getting behind it. There we go. That's come off. Otherwise, yeah, you just rip the terminal straight up the wires and create more work for yourself. So there's the old one. Out the old, in with the new. New ignition coil. Just feeds it like so. Let's get our business card. There we go, found the magnet. Yeah, okay, so what I've done is I've basically just used a business card to get the gap right between the flywheel and the ignition coil. And what I've done is there's a magnet on the flywheel which interacts with the ignition coil, which generates a spark as it spins past. So by putting that business card there, it's trying to pull the ignition coil in towards the magnet, but the business card is preventing it from closing in all the way, which is going to give us that perfect gap. Hope that explains it well enough. So what I'll do now is I'm going to, because this actually has to go on, which is your earth. And I'm just starting it, I'm not doing them up all the way. That one should just sit in there like so. Now what I can do is I can start actually tightening these up. And yes, you want them tight, but not overly tight where you're going to snap the bolts. Too tight you can do that, so I just find going by feel, like there is probably a torque wrench, there is a torque spec you could use. I just don't know what that is, so I'm just making sure these are tight. And I sort of have a good understanding of how much these bolts can handle, so just being careful not to overdo them. You don't want them coming loose either. So by rights, this flywheel should be able to spin freely without actually touching the ignition coil, and it's got that nice gap there. I know the business card is what we generally use just to get that perfect gap. Yeah, okay, so I'm just feeding the spark plug lead, ignition lead, sorry, into that groove there, and they'll just sit in there, out of the way. So the terminal's connected, earth is connected, we've got the gap set right, the bolts are nice and tight, so now we've got our recoil, which will have to go back on. And you just want to make sure before you tighten the bolts up, you can make sure that it's actually where it needs to be, or where the ignition, sorry, the recoil is actually working. It's actually turning the crank. Now, be careful because you've got one bolt that's a bit longer than the rest. That will go in for your brake handle. Now we're going to put our spark plug back in. Just want to make sure that screws in nicely. And just nip him up. Just put the top cover on now. And put the screws back in. Spark plug lead back on. Air filter back on. Rear cover. Screw him back on. There you have it. That's how you replace the ignition coil.